So guys, welcome back once again to ATS. Today we are in the New Mexico DLC. That's right, the new DLC, the new state DLC, believe it or not, has come out. The first state DLC in 16 months, is it? That's a long time. And yeah, we're going to start exploring some of this. I actually did a route before I actually started the video. And I think that was from Page in Arizona to, I can't even remember now, but someplace in New Mexico, and that road in is just fantastic. It really is, but I'll show you on the map where we're going after we've picked up this double trailer here. Nice double trailer to get us started, and of course there's no mods because, well, all the mods are incompatible with this version. But I did go from Page to, I think, Santa Fe, and that road from Arizona, from that part of Arizona to New Mexico is really good. But we're going from Santa Fe, and we are going to go all the way down, I think, Route 40 and then 285 to Roswell. And we'll see what we can see along the way. Perhaps we'll see something different. Perhaps we'll, you know, have some nice scenery. I hope so, anyway. And the conditions are a little bit like... Well, I'm going to say that it's going to go night time. Let's just put it that way, and I won't be able to see properly. But we'll try to pull out of here. This will be a task to pull out, though. With a double trailer this close to a junction, jeez. Anyways, this is recorded on the new steering wheel that I've got, so the Logitech G920. I have previously mentioned it in a video, but not in great detail, but... yeah, it's fantastic when the force feedback is turned on. When force feedback is turned off, well, it's gonna get very difficult to steer the truck, and feels like you're hauling, I don't even know, something that has like a literal cement steering kind of system. But we're trying to pull out here, and look how the AI park. Thank you very much, AI. You just park there. You just continue to park there. That is okay, because obviously I can't get out now until this car lets me out, so that's great. But the lights are going to change again, and yes, they do. And now I'm blocking half the road with the double trailer. Such a mental game this is. Anyways, New Mexico then. From what I've seen of it, which is literally probably about 2 roads, it is very good. The traffic lights are a lot better than what they were previous games. Well, previous games. I say previous games, but previous, like, kind of states. Nice to see a little bit different thing, you know, going on. Also, new signs makes it a lot fresher experience. But no trucks, unfortunately. So we've still got the Kenny and the Peterbilt in the game, which is kind of sad. But, you know, at one point I will go to Farmington. I've passed through there. It's really good. But we're going to head towards Albuquerque, or Albuquerque, however you say it. And we're going south on the 599. So, we'll see. We'll see. It depends, really, because I think the motorways, if you go to Albuquerque, or Kirky, I don't even know how to say it. Albuquerque, we'll just say it like that. If you go around there, apparently there's like a really huge road network, which is kind of like the complex roads you see in Pro Mods and ETS 2, so it's made up of different road networks. It's mental. It looks mental when they broke it down, because it was made out of 109 like road types or something, or road segments or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it looks really good. But good news is that we kind of have a 70 miles an hour speed limit, which is great because we're not in California where it's 55. It's pretty much Nevada speed limits here, and Arizona in some places. So we're going to head towards Raton. We're not going to go and turn off here, but the bridge looks nice, I have to say that. But the big flaw in this, by far, is traffic lights. Look, why would you put traffic lights underneath like a major road network? Why would you do that? You know, it's a bit pointless putting traffic lights on a dual carriageway. Never mind that, a 70 miles an hour bloody speed limit. You don't see, like, traffic lights on a motorway. Why are you putting them here? It just makes me so annoyed, because then it slows everything down. You have to stop, and then you have to wait, and then you have to stop again. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a pain. That's why roundabouts work. It really is. I wish America would invest more in roundabouts. But coming out of here, looks like we've got a station here. We've got a nice tall bridge, and it is, by the look of it, it might be a train station. Not too sure though. Is it a train station? It may be. Well, that's an interesting design. Because who in the right frame of mind would go for a train there? There's no shop. There's nothing nearby. Why? Why would you do that? There's nothing literally nearby unless it's the transport from Santa Fe, which is a bit stupid. It really is, but, you know, it is what it is. 75 miles an hour speed limit. We'll try and get to the top speed. This engine is not great in here, and the load is pretty heavy, so I'm going to struggle a little bit to get to 75, but once we're at 75 we should be okay. Nice road networks. It's more open here, I think. I like the little arches with the signs on. That makes a lot more sense in the way of design. But cargo, we are hauling 15 tons of TVs, so 15 tons really doesn't help the speed of this truck. The engine could be upgraded. I need to do that at some point. But yeah, it's just kind of like with other kind of like with ETS 2 and perhaps like previous, like the previous states in this game, so Nevada, California and Arizona, you have just like two poles and you have a rectangular board with signs like stuck on them. With this one, it's completely different. You just have an arch with signs stuck on them, which is nice. It makes it a little bit better in terms of design, I suppose. But New Mexico, then, it's kind of pretty much desert, but later on you'll see some pretty good desert scenes. It's better than driving through Las Vegas or the road to Las Vegas, that really straight road. It's better than that because there's a lot more to see here. There's trees, you've got the mountains in the distance there, you've got like different mountains, and at this time it's really nice to look at. It really is. But it's too bad we can't really see much in terms of it, because of course it's the desert for one, and it's night and you don't see a lot in the night. So yeah, most of this driving is just going to be literally going 75 miles an hour, trying to just keep up with traffic and not bashing into anyone. It's pretty much what it is. Some towns in this are a lot different from previous games, so you obviously, with New Mexico, there's this thing about aliens in like this, I can't remember what town it is, I think it's Raton or something, where they're like, a lot of things are alien themed. And that's kind of, that makes sense. In terms of history, it gives it a whole unique identity to it. Because with Nevada, you've got Las Vegas and all that, with the Strip and all that. Then you've got California, you've got the San Francisco Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, of course. That's what it is. I think that's what it's called. You've got that. You've got different kind of landmarks within the, you know, kind of state. With this, it's simple. It's got the aliens, which is kind of like a theme for the state. Then there's a Billy the Kid Museum. I will drive past it in this video. There's that, and then there may be something else. I think there's something called Camel's Rock or something. I think it just apparently looks like a camel. Don't know. But now we've actually turned off the main road. We're going down a little smaller road, 65 miles an hour. Yeah, there's really not much to see. I wish there was more, but probably in real life there isn't more than this. I'll be quite fair. But you know, when you hit the towns, that's when the excitement begins. That's when things start to get noticed. A lot of attention to detail, especially with the alien stuff. That's very pretty much attention to detail. Everything else, there's different signs now. We've got the little triangular signs, which I don't think were in the other states. And then, of course, the kind of new signs for New Mexico as well as buildings, and maybe more. I think it's more like vegetation that they've put in as well, because it seems like that way from SES's DLCs, doesn't it? Because with the Euro Truck, they're exactly the same. the French DLC introduced like loads of new vegetation and all that, and I think the Italia DLC will probably follow the same route. If not, it'll probably be like new roads or something. Pretty weird, but in this one as well, they do update some of the drop-off points, because it's not all the same, because they don't just copy and paste from the previous states, they just kind of took a new layout or a similar layout to something else before and were like, right, let's put it here like this, let's make it a bit more difficult and a bit better for the player instead of just visiting the same points all the time. You'll see it when we drop the cargo off, and then kind of have a little bit of a better idea what I'm talking about. But heading left, we're going east on the 40, Santa Rosa, or Rosa, don't know how to say it. We're not going there, but that's where the road says it's going. Freeway entrance, and the double trailer made it alright round there. It's very difficult to see. It is very difficult, no joke. No lights or anything. When playing this, it's a little bit difficult because it just was pitch black. You couldn't really, I could barely see where the lines were. So if I do kind of go on the line, if not off the line, then that's kind of the reason why, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully the next one will be a daytime kind of adventure, because the night's just a bit weird, especially in towns. It's not it's not too bad in towns actually, because you've got lighting in certain places, but then with roads like this, yeah, you'll see that it'll throw me off quite a bit, because I don't know where the road is, pretty much. I should have probably put my high beams on at this point. But yeah, you've got roads like that. That is what caught me out there. But yeah, apparently it's a 50-mile-an-hour road. It's a bit weird. Reduce speed ahead. At least they have the reduce speed ahead sign warnings, because in the other states they never did that, and it used to go from like 70 right down to 35 or 30. It's just stupid. That was literally the annoyance with the early days of it. There's no warning signs. Don't know if they've updated it. Probably not. But in this DLC, thank God they put those warning signs in. But yeah, there's nice new road layouts as well, as you've seen there. There's like a little island in the middle to separate the road, which is great because I'm used to seeing like roads like this, which are open and not having the islands in them. Nice little bit of you know, kind of DLC. But we're gonna have to stop for fuel because I forgot to fill up. So we're gonna take the other route. So we're gonna go down the 54 and then the 380 before we get to Roswell. So that's kind of our little detour. Price of this DLC, then we'll move on to the price. This isn't really technically a review. I'm just saying my thoughts on it at the moment. I can't really judge the whole DLC. I haven't been to every place. But the price for this is simply, I believe it is $11.99 US, or $8.99 GBP, so it's pounds basically. And I thought it was going to be like $9.99. I was just surprised when I bought it for $8.99 off Steam. Is it worth it? Well, I don't even know. I don't even know if it's worth the money because I haven't explored everything. And in kind of hindsight there, it's very difficult to judge whether it is, because you have different perceptions of what's value for money. Value for money for someone may be the quality of the content, whereas it's the quantity to some others people. I prefer quality myself. And they do a very good job with the quality, definitely, of this map. Especially within the towns. I think every town will have their unique identity, but you know, it's kind of a change in pace a little bit from what was the previous DLC. Well, because we got Arizona for free, didn't we? And at that point, they didn't really try that hard. Just think about it. They took so long to develop a DLC. They were just cranking out DLCs for customization options, the steering wheel, the wheels, I think, was one. Then there was something else. No, paint skins and all that. Well, like, why? Why? I see why they've done it, because it makes them money, but kind of the wrong I don't even know if they have the wrong priority. They need to start working on the map. It's literally that. And they need to get more trucks in, but that's probably licensing issues. That's why we only have two in this, like 2 makes in the actual game itself, because it's ridiculous how licensing works in the modern world. But you know, you got to live with it. Anyways, we have to pull into the way station, and it's very different because the way station is directly ahead, across a busy junction. Right, this is the busiest junction I've ever seen. There's so much going on. It has no traffic lights. This is when you need traffic lights. This is when it's acceptable on a dual carriageway or a 75-mile-an-hour road. It's not acceptable. This is where it should be enforced traffic lights. Why? Why? I have to wait here for ages now. It's just weird. Why is there some traffic lights in places where it's completely unnecessary, and then there's no traffic lights in places where it's absolutely necessary you need them? It makes no sense, does it? It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, like, the change in speed. Come on, man. There's a place, like, to the right of us. There's it says village limit. You need traffic lights. You need traffic lights out here as well, to be fair. But yeah, pull into the way station. It's a very different way station, which is good. It's a bigger kind of area, and you can loop around and drive back out again. Oh yeah, this guy's just gonna sit there with his arms folded, isn't he? You belong in your hut, boy. You're supposed to be on the machine, not stood out here. What a maniac. Anyway, let's U-turn on ourselves here. Nice, huge area to turn around in. I mean, I could have gone behind those cars, but that's the parking area, isn't it? Didn't actually see that, to be fair. So we'll loop around here, we'll drive back out. And yeah, we'll try and get out of the junction where there's pretty much no traffic lights. See, that truck is directly opposite me and having the same issue. Not too much of an issue now, though. Right, that looks clear. Oh god, I nearly crashed into that guy. Wow. Did not see that guy until the last minute. Good job I braked when I did. Right. Is anyone going to let me out? Well, I'm making you let me out. Oh wow, there's a car absolutely flying. I better not move into that inside lane. I can't anyway. Uh-oh, no, there's a car. Look how close the car is to the trailer. Oh god. Oh my god, did that just miss? Oh. It just missed as well. And now I have to pull in here, which is now even more difficult. That was literally like a slither away from hitting that car. Talk about good judgment. Anyway, we'll pull in here and we'll get our fuel. Of course, this is a very small kind of area, so I have to be careful, make sure the trailer, the back trailer doesn't hit anything. And it's $2.69 for some petrol. Nice one. Well, diesel. So we'll fill it all the way to the top, and then we'll carry on to our destination. We've got 4 hours left. 6 hours on the job, but 4 hours until we need to rest, and we've only got another 3 to go, so not too bad. We should be able to get there before we even need to rest. Good start. It's a good start to a video when you bang on time with your rest. Right then, let's try and get out of here. This is very small for a double trailer. A Kenworth W900 pretty much got the largest turning circle in the game, followed by the longest kind of trailer type you can get in the game, which is like a double trailer. Triple trailers would be worse, but they're only in Nevada. Triples would be even worse in there, definitely. But yeah, we're out of there without any issues, thank goodness for that. And now we're going to drive through this little village, which is actually really nice. Look at that, you've got the church on the left, and then you've got whatever that is on the right. I think that must be a hotel or something. Probably not a hotel. Don't know what I'm thinking. Anyway, we need to turn off here. And yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue to try and get in here. I just can't see where the road is, to be fair. I really can't see. Look, there's like trucks turning off there, and that completely throws me way off. Saying that, look how far away I was from the actual correct side of the road there. That's a weird junction. I suppose it helps traffic. Filters traffic out nicely. now we're stuck behind this truck. Wonderful. Wonderful stuck behind this truck. Anyways, we're going to have to try and keep up with it. I say try, we won't really need to. Wow, look at that. Look at that train. That is an American road train for you. I remember before when they used to do the road trains, they used to be 2 to 3 kind of like carriages long, and then they're not American like kind of road trains. They have like loads and loads of carriages on. Absolutely massive. That wasn't as big as a real life one, but you know, not far off. Not far off at all. So this is a 55-mile-an-hour limit road, and yet this guy in front just seems to be doing about max 40. Maybe a bit more now, actually. But yeah, I'm just trapped behind this guy. How are you supposed to make progress with a guy like that in front of you? You just can't, can you? Let's be honest. Nice little bridge we're going over as well. Also got a rest stop on our right, which looks pretty... Well, it looks like there's a broken truck there. Nice little rest area. And then we've got this little like place up here. Looks quite good. It's got like one house, but actually I say one house. It hasn't got one house. It's got a few houses and then pretty much nothing after that. Oh, a few shops as well. A few shops. Apparently got a supermarket and a pharmacy. But yeah, that's quite a good place. The thing is, it's quality over quantity, isn't it, with this? I just love the amount of quality time that they've spent into it. Like, improving the towns, you know, making the towns a lot better to drive through, making, like, the little things in towns that no one else would have known that they make possible in the game, and it's fantastic. Meanwhile, let's overtake this guy, because this guy is like going at 2 miles an hour. I'm kind of getting a little bit impatient, so we're going to overtake him. There we go, we'll just move back in. Probably cut him up when we overtook him there, but nonetheless we can actually go at max speed now. Which is all good, because when you go at max speed, well, then that's when you make the most progress. So yeah, this is the part where I don't even get... Well, I can't really see anything. Put it that way. It's so dark, it's unreal. The only kind of guide I've got is what I can possibly see in my mirror, which is not a lot of the centre line. And also kind of where the truck's positioned. Because normally, it's a bit weird how you can kind of gauge where the truck is positioned. Because if that bonnet thing is like on the line, then you're kind of like in the other side of the road. So you've got to kind of give like a gap between where the edge of the bonnet is, because the bonnet and the wheelbase doesn't line up exactly, because the truck like hangs off, because it's not like the full width of the truck. It's like a little narrow bonnet, so you don't really have much to judge really. With this truck, you just have to kind of position the bonnet slightly to the right of this like centre line. Should be okay. I think we should be nearly there as well after this like road as well. It'll be good. It'll be good to get into Roswell, because this is kind of a bit boring. Nothing really much to see. I kind of picked a really bad route, didn't I? I should have probably got a route through some cities. But yeah, we've got a reduced speed sign, so that tells me that we've got a place coming up. And it's 35 straight away. Right, we've got a nice little place. We've got a DHL van there, and then some boxes with a trailer there. Nice to see. Got another road train on our left. Oh, we've got... Look at that in the distance. Look at that. We've got some horses in the field. As if they added that. Credit to them. Credit to them all. The thing is, those petrol stations looked really good in the distance because of being lit up at night. This is probably one of the few places like that is not like a city or anything to come to at night, because you've got so many fuel stations. You've got like 4 of them. It's just fuel station central. That's what that is. I don't know why you need 4. But you know, makes sense, doesn't it? Got different ones as well, different coloured lights, and in the dark they look absolutely fantastic. Oh boy. That is a really good place. I'm coming back there at night, definitely. Right then, let's get up to speed. 55 miles an hour. We'll kick it up. Hopefully try to reach the max speed limit. Also, this game is now on 1.29, which kind of overhauls the sat-nav a little bit in terms of routing and all that. Perhaps we won't have them dodgy sat-navs anymore. Also, it kind of like shows arrows to keep you in the right direction, so you don't go the wrong way, because that was a big issue before. It used to only show the arrow at the junctions or a corner. That's pretty much about it. Which apparently it's fixed now, the bugginess of it. It's kind of sad I don't have my the Google Maps one, the navigation, because the icons on there look pretty smart. So now I decided to turn on my my full beam headlights. See if we can actually see a lot more, because at this point I was just tired of not being able to not see where I'm going. So you know, nice full beam lights gives you a little bit more to see. Not there is much more to see, to be fair. There really isn't. There's just some fields and all of that. But really, it's just that. Oh, nice house on the right though. Nice houses on the right. A little bit of a frame drop there in loading, but everything seems to be fine. Yeah, this is kind of like the bit now where we kind of go between rocks and stuff. It's really good, and my guy is now tired. That's fantastic. I don't know where that road goes. I don't know where that road on the right goes. I'll have to go down there. I really have to go down there. Unless there's I wonder if there's an invisible wall. I wonder if there is. I will make note of that place, and I will see if, you know, if that road actually goes somewhere, and that'll probably be one of my next videos. Also, down here as well, this is what I was talking about, the Billy the Kid Museum. It's literally on the right. You'll see a sign for it. There you go, Billy the Kid, like historical exhibit. Literally, you turn off there and you can go down the road. There's a little loop there as well, which I believe that's where it is. But Roswell, we'll go left here, and we're heading east on the 70. I like how it shows you east and west. It's nice. Really is nice. We can't go west, of course. Oh, we can't go that way. Can't go right. Now, let's see if we can try and get out of here. This is where, again, traffic lights are needed. Actually, maybe not. It's a bit of a stupid idea. Let's pull out. Let's try and not hit anyone. I just completely cut the grass. Nice lawnmower. Right then. So we can pull into this right-hand lane. Looks like we're clear. There we go. All sorted. I like how it shows you have to move over as well, which is nice. Keeps you on the right track. 75 miles an hour, let's kick it up. Well, it says 75, it's 70 actually. 51 minutes till the destination. Not too far to go now. Wow, I've just seen like so much on this journey. To be fair, it's not as good as the road into New Mexico. It's really not as good as that. You can't beat that at the moment. But at some point we will do that route. We'll do that route, and you can see for yourselves how it is. Because it's literally a good road to go on in the day. Really, really good. See loads of like hills and like cliffs and all that. It's really good. Just kind of introduces you to the DLC, and it's kind of that's the road that you need to go on before going into New Mexico. It's literally a must, otherwise you're kind of like having the wrong introduction to it, really. That was a very sharp speed decrease from 70 to 40. It's not as bad as what it was before, but oh, this is going to be fun. There's going to be loads of traffic as well. Oh boy, I can actually see it. See it piling up already. Oh, it's just too many. Why is there so many people this time? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I doubt people are going to be going to work at 4 o'clock in the morning here. Doubt it very much. Right, let's see if we can nip into this left-hand lane then. Without pausing the game. I'm going to have to try and nip into the left-hand lane because, like, I'm going to be trapped for ages. I'm going to end up missing the lights again. Some guys got the same idea as me. So we'll nip into this left-hand lane here. Look how much further we've got up the queue. So much further. And then that truck just decides to pull into the left-hand lane. Cheers for taking up the space. Yeah, but we basically jumped a load of that queue as well, which is good. Good stuff. Right, we'll just overtake this truck and then we'll pull back in to the right-hand lane, because I don't know where we're going, actually. I really don't know where we're going, because if we have to go right, I'm screwed. Which I hope we don't have to do. Alright then, we should be clear enough. Well, we're not clear yet. We should be clear very shortly. Right, I think we might be going right or straight on, I'm not too sure. Right, we can pull in, I think. Yeah, that'll be nice. Right, so let's go into Roswell. Let's see what Roswell has to offer. Right, so we've got a mechanic, we've got some... I say about aliens, there's an alien on the left if you didn't see it. But yeah, just aliens everywhere. That's what it'll be. We've got a supermarket, we've got bitumen there, we've got some advertisement boards, we've got a recruitment place by the look of it. Perhaps that's a drop-off point. No, that is a drop-off point as well. Oh, well, I've actually just screwed this up, haven't I? Or not. I'm just thinking it's a bit easier to go straight on and then left rather than go left, right, left. It's a lot easier. Don't have to put up with it. Don't have to put up with like going left, right, and left again. So of course there's a discoverable there. So hopefully it's a recruitment agency. Not that it matters. I haven't got any drivers or trucks. I don't think. It's a bit pointless at this stage to find dealers as well. Because it's just Kenworth and Peterbilt. You can't really have any other brand of truck. It's kind of sad. It makes the discoverables only worth like kind of going to if they're a recruitment agency. It's the only reason why they still exist in the game. I wish there was more truck brands. I really wish there was. But you know, it's the licensing that's probably the main cause of that. Because licensing is a lot harder than what people think. Because they have to go in and like, oh, can we use your trucks in our game? And 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, well, yeah. And then sometimes they'll be like, well, no. And then that delays process, and then everything gets put into legal hands and all that, which is stupid. In my opinion, but, you know. Real world, it is what it is. Even though I hate it. Right then, so it's early morning in Roswell. We'll go right here. And then we'll go left. Yeah, I think we should be nearly there as well. Go past a fuel station as well. How convenient. Let's go left here. And we have traffic lights again. This is where traffic lights don't really need to be in city centres. It's really stupid. And they won't put traffic lights on a major road. Which is a bit stupid. I've said that about 5 times during this video. Anyways. Let's try and go left here without clipping anyone. Hopefully it's good. 25 max speed limit. No, it's 35. Wow. That's a drastic change, isn't it? Got a used car lot, I believe. Well, that's not even a drop-off point. Hang on, that's not a drop-off point. They've got rid of those. I think they've got rid of the car dealerships in this one. Drop-off points. Hope not. They were pretty cool. Anyway, nice timing with the lights. So we'll keep going straight. How far is this place? Jeez. Right, it should be on our right. And then we'll deliver it. We're at Walbert, so that looks a lot different from what I was used to last time. So it seems that they may have changed the layout for this. I think I did notice it before when I was delivering. Yeah, they have changed it to the one in ATS 2 because now they've got a car park with loads of cars in. And then they've got this very awkward entry point, especially with the double trailer. You've got loads of parked cars here, so you have to stay in this little middle bit, and you can't swing out either, so you've got to kind of choose where to turn, I suppose, without clipping anything. So there we go, we're just turning. And then that's that little awkward spot. Sometimes there might be a trailer into this, like, just behind the area, so it makes it extra difficult, so you have to literally reverse it at some point to get it in. But I think we can drive that in forwards, and yes, we can. Oh boy, there you go, first delivery in the New Mexico DLC. Oh boy, Santa Fe to Roswell. What a great place. Anyways, we'll get this truck turned around because I need to sleep, so we'll get it turned around. And I'm just gonna see whether or not there's a place nearby. So the nearest place is probably like back here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, there's another Global Mills drop-off point there. Interesting, that's a new business. Anyway, we'll get this turned around and I shall see you at the rest stop. So here we are then, we're just reversing up into the rest point here. I kind of just flew over here just to save time, essentially, but yeah, that's New Mexico for you. That's a really, really good introduction to it. Next time out, we should be able to get another delivery, hopefully towards Alamogordo, as you would have seen on the map, because that looks like a good place to visit. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Leave a like if you have enjoyed and subscribe for more content on the channel, and I shall see you all next time.